I didn't see you there. Welcome to Back to School with Brittany. August is that time of year that brings back fond memories for me of prancing through the aisles of Target and gathering all the school supplies that I could physically hold in my hand. What a thrill, what a thrill. Even though it's been maybe 5, 10, 15 years since I've gone back to school, that's not going to stop us from having our moment, okay? So whether you have a little desk set up at home, a home office, you work in an office, or maybe your kids are going back to school, I'm going to cover my ultimate productive and organized desk setup. I'm going to share some of my tips and also some of my random favorite desk and stationery supplies, because why not? If you're new here to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. I do videos on organization, home, lifestyle, lots of different fun topics, so don't forget to hit that button before you go. I'd love to have you. With all of that said, let's start with the first most important element of the ultimate desk setup, and that is location. Location, baby, is everything, not just with real estate, but with your desk real estate as well. My desk used to be in this little sad, dark corner, and not only that, there was an air conditioning vent right above me, and it just didn't make me want to sit there, even if you don't have a lot to work with. What I did is I moved my desk from the sad corner in front of this window, and it just makes me so much happier. Element number 2 is the desk itself. It's kind of like Goldilocks. You don't want a desk that's too small, but I also don't think you want a desk that's too big, because then it just becomes a clutter magnet. So I will show you a picture of my old desk setup. It was the smallest little corner desk, so small that my mouse barely fit on it. There was no room for anything on there. So I upgraded to this desk, which for me is the perfect size. Desks can be expensive, so that is why I'm particularly pleased with myself for finding this one. It was around $125. So amazing, well made. It has the drawers, it's stylish. The only issue I will say, if you go with this one, I'll see if it's still available, it was a bit of a pain to assemble, so get your husband on board, get a handyman. Next, let's talk about the seat situation. Now, I don't love traditional office chairs for 2 reasons. One, I don't find them very attractive, and my desk setup is in our bedroom, so I didn't want something big and ugly, but also they can be so crazy expensive. So here's my little trick. I got this pretty faux white leather chair with the chrome accents. I just think it looks a lot nicer. And then I added a little something to make it more ergonomic. You don't want that gap between your back and the chair, then it can lead to hunching, things like that. So one easy option, you can get a small decorative or lumbar pillow and just put that behind your lower back, and it will keep you nice and erect as you are sitting. The other option, which honestly is amazing, is this pillow that I found. This is made with memory foam, and it's perfectly contoured to my lower back, and it just keeps me in the perfect seated position where I'm sitting upright, I'm not straining. Next thing you want to pay attention to is you want your elbows to be at a 90-degree angle to the desk. So whatever height that your desk is, you want to raise your chair such that you're at a nice 90-degree angle. You don't want to be down here where you're having to reach up. You also don't want to be hovering over your desk. So in summary, you want to be parallel to the desk. Now, this also applies to where your monitor is sitting. I think one of the biggest mistakes people make if you do have a computer or laptop is it's too low. So you're looking down at it, and that is where these monitor stands really come into play. There's a lot of different ones out there. I like this one. It's nice and sleek and glass. And on this side, it has USB outlet. This is at a nice neutral height for me. I'm not looking down or looking up. And not only does this get your monitor at the ideal level, it also gives you more space on your desk, because now I have this whole additional area underneath where I can keep my keyboard here, so when I need to write in my planner, I have more space. And lastly, just like how we wanted our elbows to be at a 90-degree angle, you want your knees to be at a 90-degree angle hanging off of your chair. I have 2 different things that I like to use under my desk just to keep my feet propped up. The first is this foot massager. We love a multifunctional product, okay? Because not only do I rub my feet on here, it gives me a nice massage, it just gets them elevated to the perfect level. So this is usually what I have under here. Other thing I have under here is this foot pillow. This one I like because it can be totally adjusted. The angle can be adjusted, the height level, and it's very soft on my feet. So this is more of my cozy option. Next little addition to my desk area that I love is this desk pad. I had never had one of these before, and I have to say, it's amazing for a few reasons. First of all, I think it just adds some style to the desk. It looks really pretty on here. It's nice and cushy, so it works as a mouse pad over on this side. It also works as a coaster. I always have some sort of a drink with me, whether it be my water or coffee, so I can put it on here and it doesn't leave rings. And just in general, it keeps my white desk a lot cleaner. It's cushy and soft on my wrist, so this is one of those things I just thought looked pretty, but in practicality, I love having it. For my day-to-day work, I usually just have my laptop propped up here on this monitor stand, but when I do my editing or researching for videos, I actually use this mega monitor. Get ready for this guy because he's not for the faint of heart. He's a big daddy, okay? I used to have 2 monitors that I would use, but I found that system a bit more clunky than just having the one larger monitor. It's got a nice curve to it, so it's great to look at. The mega monitor is definitely not for everyone, but if you are somebody who edits or needs multiple windows open, I could have 3 windows open at the same time, full size. Now for our desk organization. First and foremost, if your desk does have drawers, you want to use those, maximize those. What I recommend you do, put in your drawer dividers. For the majority of my house, I have the clear drawer dividers, but for my desk, just to switch it up a little bit, I got these pretty pastel drawer dividers, and these fit in here like Tetris cubes. You can customize them to any shape drawer. In this drawer on the left is where I keep my extra camera supplies, and on the right, we have my other little productivity secret, my timer cube. I love this thing. I've talked about it for years, but I like to work in time blocks. Usually I'll do 20 minutes. That's my sweet spot. So all you have to do for this, turn it on and then decide however many minutes you want to work for. Put it right here and the timer will go off after that many minutes. Some other desk gadgets that I like. This phone stand is awesome because it has the cutouts here for the charger. So you can have it sitting here and charging. What I recommend you do is when you have your phone on your desk, have it facing backwards and on silent mode if you are trying to work. Otherwise, you're going to constantly get distracted by notifications all day long.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey, what are you doing? I put you on silent.
It's just that I feel like I've noticed some distance between us.
Yeah, because you're a distraction.
Distraction? That's what I am to you? Can't you just hold me once more? I just want to feel your warmth of your hand on me.
This thing I don't use anymore, but it's still cool, so I wanted to show you. It is a little hanging pen holder that you can adhere to your monitor or your desk stand, and it just keeps your pens right here. If you don't have drawers on your desk or you just like to have your supplies on your desk, just easier to grab for, I love this organizer. It has the 2 compartments, so I have my blank notepad here and then my planner here. You can have pens, highlighters, colored pens, your Post-its. There's even a little drawer here. So this gives you a lot of space. But what I decided to go for my desk area, this is one of the best desk organization supplies that I have come across because it's a modular setup. So you have these 2 wood blocks and then the individual compartments that are magnetized. So you can set it up any way that works best for you, depending on the supplies that you have. You can make it one long rectangular block or the 2 smaller blocks. So I have them broken up on either side of my monitor. One of these is even a phone stand. So now that is what I use as my phone stand. And this is random, but while we're here, I am so weirdly passionate about these particular pens. A girl I follow on Instagram was talking about how these are the best pens. And I have to say, I agree. They glide, baby. They're not expensive. I believe they're like $2 each. I'm a lefty, so sometimes I have a hard time with pens. Any other lefties out there? Let me know in the comments. There aren't that many of us and we need to be represented. Now, you guys probably know by now because I've talked about it for years. I do most of my planning using the Google Keep app. I tried switching over to Notion, but it was a little too much for me, so I'm sticking with Google Keep. But for planning my videos and my content, I do use a paper planner. This is a monthly style planner, and what I do is I put my upcoming videos on Post-its and I can move them around. That is my current revamped desk setup, and what you'll notice here is it's very simple, it's very clean. I'm a big advocate of keeping everything clutter-free, but in particular, your desk.
Now what you see going on over here, this is what I like to call controlled chaos. Everything you could possibly want in the world is just within arm's reach. Look at this, I've got toenail clippers. Sometimes I gotta, fire off some emails and I can just start taking care of those at the same time. It's efficiency, people. I've got a blood pressure monitor. Not everyone is as organized as me in this world. It stresses me out. Look, I got an extra emergency pair of pants. I'm over here working away like a crazy man half the time. I look down, I don't even have any pants on. Can you believe that? So really, it should be me doing this video. Come on.
But yes, I absolutely love this setup. It is clean, minimal, comfortable, clutter-free. It looks pretty, it's functional, it's just everything I could want. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe if you're new and give it a thumbs up. And one last thing I would love your help with, I'm going to have in the description box some teacher supplies lists, and I would really appreciate it if you can go on there, look through the list, and help these teachers buy the supplies that they need for their classrooms. Teachers have really been through it this past year with the pandemic. I mean, I cannot even imagine. I'm so grateful to all the teachers out there. So if you could just use the link and maybe spend $5, $10 helping the teachers get the supplies that they need, I know they would be so grateful. I would be so grateful. I'm going to go ahead and clear 10 to 15 lists myself, but I thought as a community we could all come together and help out teachers, because they are the ones who are honestly setting up our future. Like, they're educating our kids, they are doing so much, and it's been a rough year. So I'm gonna have all of that information down in the description box. Even just spending $3, $5 would really help out these teachers. So thank you again. And with all of that said, I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.